CTV News at 5 with Tony Ryma and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. Thanks for spending some time with us on this Wednesday, May 20th. A tragic scene played out in a Sudbury neighborhood yesterday. Police have confirmed the age of the child who was struck and killed by a vehicle. CTV's Madison Merrier has the details.
Police say a 6-year-old girl was walking in this neighborhood when she was struck and killed by a vehicle.
What we do know is that they were walking on private property after exiting a school bus. They exited the school bus safely. It was 30 or 40 meters away on private property when the collision occurred.
Emergency services responded just before 3:30 p.m. Tuesday when kids were getting off the bus. According to eyewitnesses, many families saw the collision.
For safety reasons, I think we just have to be cognizant of the time of day. This is a time where there's children getting off school buses. It's after school. So any area that we, that people know where there's a lot of activity, just be very careful when we're driving in those areas.
Community members placed flowers and gifts to remember the little girl.
I really hate seeing something happen to somebody so young. And it's just ridiculous that happened.
Police say the driver of the vehicle remained at the scene. They add charges could be laid.
We're encouraging witnesses, if there are witnesses, to come forward. And also if there's any video or dash cam footage in the area at the time.
Sergeant Ramsey says police are applying for a search warrant and that this remains an active investigation. Madison Merrier, CTV News, Sudbury.
Okay, let's shift gears. Let's talk about the weather, and it's going to get downright chilly this evening. How much is the temperature going to drop? For more details, let's bring in CTV's Rick Wyman. Rick.
Oh, I love it when you say shifting gears. We're shifting, all right. We've got a frost warning as issued by Environment Canada. Have a look throughout Northeastern Ontario. I think the only area that's not going to be affected is going to be Timmins this evening, but have a look. That's extensive frost. Now, for example, in Greater Sudbury, going down to -3, but with the wind chill in Greater Sudbury, are you ready? -8 degrees. So again, that's overnight. So it's coming this evening. We've got that frost warning. Your first take on weather brought to you by CAA. Get your membership today at caa.ca. No chance of precipitation. We've got some sunshine, but some cooler temperatures overnight. Warming up tomorrow. Tony, details in just a couple of minutes.
Thanks for that, Rick. Representatives from the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives and the Ontario Council of Hospital Unions are on a provincial tour. They are highlighting recent findings when it comes to the funding crisis in hospitals across the province. CTV's Lindsay Alick has more from Sudbury.
The report is titled Failure by Design, Ontario's Deepening Hospital Funding Crisis.
We've heard that upwards of 70% of hospitals provincially in the fiscal year ending in March are going to be in a deficit position. So we're seeing a compounding of these deficits and the provincial underfunding. When we see a gap of what the costs are in hospitals at about 6%, rising 6% each year, versus what the provincial government is funding them at, which is up to 4%.
The report also highlights the increase in wait times for patients, and that specifically HSN in Sudbury has seen over a 5-year period 90% of patients having their initial assessment in Emerge go from 2.7 hours to 7 hours.
This is not to say that frontline healthcare workers and HSN aren't doing their very best, but they are working with constraints in provincial funding.
CTV News reached out to the Ministry of Health for comment and was told that the claims made in the report are misguided, saying the government has invested over $100 billion this year alone, including a 4% increase in the hospital sector for the 4th consecutive year to connect people to the care they need when they need it. The ministry adding Health Sciences North funding has increased 44% since 2018.
We need to see funding of $3.2 billion spread across Ontario's hospital system to stabilize hospital finances. In addition, we need to see a health workforce strategy that ensures that the provincial government can help support recruitment and retention.
According to the report, the Financial Accountability Office of Ontario estimates that $6.4 billion in new healthcare spending is required in 2026-27 just to maintain last year's service levels. Budget 2026 only adds about half that, leaving the healthcare system short by $3 billion in this fiscal year. Lindsay Alick, CTV News, Sudbury.
The first students from Ontario colleges in a new standalone Bachelor of Science in Nursing programs are soon going to be graduating. Canadore College is one of 5 northern colleges to offer the degree program. CTV's Eric Tashner caught up with some of the students.
Nursing students Samuel Ranger and Megan Lavictoire are spending one of their final times in this lab before receiving their degree.
I did my preceptorship out in Ottawa, so the goal is hopefully to move to Ottawa and get a job in the Emerge down there.
They both enrolled in nursing at Canadore. The school launched its inaugural 4-year standalone Bachelor of Science nursing degree in fall 2022.
I had done a co-op as a pharmacy assistant, always kind of knowing I wanted to do something in the healthcare field.
The Ontario Ministry of Colleges and Universities partnered with several colleges, including Canadore, to offer the degree program with a goal of training and retaining more nurses to fill gaps at hospitals and long-term care homes.
I think it's great. I mean, everybody got their money's worth in this one. This is a win-win-win all around.
Canadore's enhanced nursing program also includes a 3-year bridging practical nursing to the Bachelor of Science program, which Lavictoire took.
I was given the opportunity of clinical placement, and then as well as in the RN program, I was given 6 semesters of clinical placement, so a lot of experience.
The college has been training nurses for more than 30 years. And faculty within the nursing undergraduate program helped construct the hands-on curriculum.
Vital signs, just bedside care, running IV pumps, doing our feeds, learning how to read telemetry.
We start their clinical opportunities right in the first semester, which is different than other nursing programs that might not start them until their 2nd or 3rd year.
Canadore is hoping to expand its new nursing program. It's working with the province and placement locations so students get the best possible education. Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
It's time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5. Rick has your full weather forecast. But first, we are heading to Gillies Lake in Timmins. This live webcam is courtesy of the city. It's a cool 4 Celsius. We are back in just a few minutes.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Oh, I can see it now. Everyone's going to be singing Frosty the Snowman a little bit later on this evening. We've got a frost warning as issued by Environment Canada in our forecast across the Northeast, with the exception of Timmins. Forecast radar right now looking pretty good. We'll get some sunshine, some warmer temperatures over the course of the next couple of days, but frost this evening. So if you've planted already, what did I tell you last week? Wait until the first week of June, but no, you didn't listen. So we'll see what happens to those plants this evening. Let's check out our 5-day forecast right now. Sudbury Nickel Belt, sunshine for a couple of days. We've got 14 tomorrow, 20 on Friday. Nice start to the weekend, but then we've got some wet weather. Saturday, Sunday, chance of showers, 30 and 60%, 30% on Monday. But again, take a look at these temperatures. We go from 20 to 16, dropping down to 13, then back up to 22. So nice transition to start things off next week. How about the Sioux Algoma? A couple of days of sunshine at 13 and 18. Going down to -1 tomorrow night, by the way. Chance of showers Saturday and Sunday at 30 and 60%. Again, 30% chance on Monday, 14, 17, and back up to 21. Similar forecast, just like Sudbury. Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, cloud cover tomorrow, 15, 20 on Friday, sunny skies. More clouds Saturday at 20, chance of showers, 60%, pretty good bet there. For Sunday, and 30% chance on Monday at 21. So it is getting warmer, slowly but surely. Temiskaming Shores and Kirkland Lake, mainly sunny tomorrow, 13, up to 20 Friday. Chance of showers Saturday and Sunday, 30 and 60%, 19 and 13. A big bounce back to Monday, 22 degrees, chance of showers only 30%. So again, some seesaw temperatures over the course of the weekend. Now North Bay, West Nipissing, sunny skies for a couple of days, 14 and 19. 2 degrees tomorrow night, the low in the area. Saturday, Sunday, by the way, chance of showers just like pretty well everyone else, 30 and 60%, 17 and 15, 21 Monday, chance of showers at 30%. So Tony, I know you're the smart guy. You're the gardener around here. You didn't plant, so I think you're out of the inning there. No worries for tonight, but we will have the risk of frost. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Rick. A project that aims to offer affordable transitional housing for Indigenous people in Sault Ste. Marie received its official start this morning. Officials from Missinaba Cree First Nation and the federal government turned the ceremonial soil. The former Catalina Motel is in the midst of being transformed into a 33-bed transitional housing facility. The project by Missinaba Cree comes in part due to a nearly $13 million investment from the federal government. The aim of the facility is to be a home away from home for Missinaba band members as they work toward new housing goals.
We're worried about our community members going from a space that they may have some challenges being in into moving into transition and then moving into permanent housing. So I mean, it's sort of a go between spaces that they may not be safe in into a permanent house.
We need a mix of housing, from every single different level that people can call a home. And it's known for a fact that people cannot be successful. Our economy will not be successful. Our society will not be successful. Our community will not be successful when you have people that are homeless or facing homelessness. It's the right thing to do.
And timelines for the project are ambitious, with goals of opening before the end of next year. Drivers in Timmins are being told to expect delays as construction season gets underway. Several projects are planned along Highway 101, including work on Riverside Drive, Algonquin Boulevard, and the East End's connecting link. City officials say the goal is to improve road conditions and reduce problems like potholes, but drivers will need extra patience at some intersections, such as Brunet Road and Highway 655. Business owners who attended a public information session today say they wanted reassurance that access to their stores would remain open during construction.
By the time we get through this project, we'll be able to go from one end to the other without hitting any potholes or, unfavorable asphalt conditions.
One of my biggest concerns is the medians that was put in at the Porcupine Mall and at Northern College. To me, they're like a couple hundred yards apart and two different designs altogether. So if somebody is to go down there and turning at the Porcupine Mall, you'd see how that's set up. Then you go towards a college and that median is set up altogether differently.
Well, I wanted to come out and find out and make sure there was going to be no road closures while our business was open and running. We just want to make sure we had access at all times so that we could maintain guest flow.
And city officials say you can expect construction to continue until October. Officials in North Bay say it's on time and it's on budget. Coming up on CTV News at 5, a new twin pad arena and recreation center is nearing completion at the Steve Omischel Sports Complex. Timmins has designated the H.R. Bielek Building and Timmins Transit Terminal as properties of cultural heritage value or interest. The H.R. Bielek Building was built in the 1930s as a movie theater, and many of its original architectural and facade elements maintain the building's original craftsmanship. The transit terminal was built in 1916, playing a significant role in passenger rail in the north and supporting mining and development of the region. A report to City Council in North Bay says the Steve Omischel Sports Complex is on time and on budget. Workers are putting the finishing touches on the $63 million project. According to the project manager's report, work on the interior is expected to be completed between June and August, with a formal completion date August 12th. The Twin Pad Arena and Recreation Center also includes a walking track, community room, and dressing rooms to support both indoor and outdoor sports. The Timmins Fire Department is kicking off its door-to-door campaign to help ensure residents have working smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. The campaign begins today and will see crews visiting homes from now until October. Ontario's fire code requires working smoke detectors on every floor of a dwelling and CO detectors on every floor of homes with fuel-burning appliances. Crews in Sault Ste. Marie are also starting their door-to-door campaign tonight. Representatives from 3 Sudbury charities had a lot to smile about today when the results of a sweet fundraiser were announced. Totals from the recent Smile Cookie campaign in Greater Sudbury were presented to 3 charity recipients. Those are the Health Sciences North Foundation, the Sudbury Food Bank, and the CTV Lions Children's Christmas Telethon. The money was raised from the sale of Smile Cookies at more than 24 Tim Hortons restaurants across the city.
The wonderful funds that we raise through Smile Cookie campaign will assist in priority equipment that we need at the hospital. So in the past, we've had money going towards MRI, PET scanners, and various programs that are priority items at the hospital.
This time of the year, our warehouse is looking pretty empty, especially after the Edgar Burton food drive, and that's their big push for the end of the year, obviously. But any kind of influx of money like this is always very helpful.
Without the Tim Hortons Smile Cookies and the owners of Tim Hortons Smile Cookies, we cannot make the telethon. At least 30% of the money comes to the telethon. It's from the Smile Cookies in Sudbury. Sudburian, thank you so much for supporting us, supporting the telethon and any other organization in the Sudbury area.
And more than $218,000 was raised in Sudbury. A Sudbury High School is inviting audiences to follow the yellow brick road as students present a unique adaptation of a timeless classic. Students at LaSalle Secondary School are putting the final touches on Somewhere Over the Rainbow. While it follows the traditional story of the Wizard of Oz, this adaptation has a major twist. It's not a musical. From acting to set design and stage management, the production has been a months-long collaborative effort.
We started painting it in early February, just painting over the last set, and we've only just finished about last week, so months of work.
She's a super fun character to play. I like the aspects of her and everything, how she's trying to navigate through Kansas and find her way home with her best friend Toto.
This is actually my last production with LaSalle, so it's very bittersweet, but I'm just so excited to put on this amazing show because I helped write it and adapt it, so getting to see this whole work come to life, it's amazing.
It's amazing to see young people do what they do best. Young people have not always the best rep in society, and it's amazing to see the best.
And the play will run from Thursday, May 28th to Saturday, May 30th at LaSalle Secondary School. Tickets can be purchased online or at the door. He's a high school teacher in Greater Sudbury and now an author. When we return, we'll meet him in our Northern Book Club segment. You're watching First at 5. Well, our first community close-up comes to us from Conogamy near Kirkland Lake. Lorraine Chenier-Belair emailed us a couple of photographs of a blue jay. She says all kinds of birds are dropping by for a visit in her yard. Woodpeckers, downy woodpeckers, pileated woodpeckers. Thanks so much for the pictures, Lorraine. Let's head off to Sudbury. Mark Langlois took this photograph, but it was sent in by his wife, Mary Ellen. She says a northern flicker has been eating grubs from her lawn. She adds, they have a lawn service, but the flicker is doing such a great job. Thanks, Mary Ellen and Mark. And check out this video sent in to us by Gail Miller of Timmins. She says a bear was hightailing it right across Hallnur Road in Timmins. Look at it go. Thanks so much for thinking of us, Gail. And if you have any pictures, videos, or events you'd like us to showcase, by all means, email them to us at communitycloseup@bellmedia.ca. Well, today, the Sudbury Food Bank hosted its Spring Give. It's an initiative that provides money to area food banks and partner agencies to keep meeting the growing need. It also launched a new way for people to give food. CTV's Alana Everson reports.
Redeemer, St. Alphonsus.
The Sudbury Food Bank hands out checks to 32 area food banks and partner agencies to help meet the need as the number of people living with food insecurity continues to rise.
Needing help from somebody else is not easy to ask for. So being treated fairly and with dignity by our member agencies makes all the difference in the world. It has a huge impact on the people that need help.
The food bank also held a volunteer appreciation barbecue for the hundreds of people who keep the 22 food banks going across Greater Sudbury.
I mean, that's exactly what makes the food banks work, right? If it wasn't for all of our volunteers and our staff, I mean, the food bank wouldn't be running. So whether it's sorting, distributing, all of the collecting, all of the things that our volunteers do each and every day to make the food bank run.
At the Spring Give, the Sudbury Food Bank unveiled a new way to donate on the Amazon wish list.
This time of year especially, we're seeing the warehouse being really empty, and I think that this wish list will be an opportunity for us to have an influx of food coming back into the warehouse, and making it a fun way, and also taking the guesswork out of it from folks that want to help out and they're not sure what we need. The Amazon wish list is the perfect thing for you because you'll be able to pick different price points of options.
Officials say within the Sudbury Food Bank system, they saw 576 new users in the first quarter of 2026 alone, highlighting the growing pressures facing individuals and families across our communities. Alana Everson, CTV News, Sudbury.
Well, Wikwemikong Tribal Police Service is going to welcome a special guest to the island in just a few weeks. The Ontario Provincial Police Golden Helmets Precision Motorcycle Team will be making a special appearance in Wikwemikong unceded territory on June 4th. The event is taking place in front of the arena and is going to feature a 30-minute performance by the Golden Helmets, which, by the way, is free to the public. How great is that? And folks, we had some technical problems with our author segment. We hope to have it for you next week. There's more news from the North coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.